Morning. So we got the combine all done, changed over for corn. I got to take her out, put the shields on. Bullwinkle's out there now. Two of the tires on the header cart keep going slack, so he's filling them up. We're going to bring her in here and rebuild her, the Draper. But I got the wheels painted, waxed, inside clean, and she's changed over for corn. The sickle, as they call it, the sickle. So we put the one side in, it broke. It finished like 200 acres, so we got the other side laying here. We do have a new cutter bar, but the one on our Draper isn't bad, so we're actually going to save that and put it in either at a later date or not worry about it, because the one we got is still good. So we're going to rebuild everything else, and then we're going to take her up to East Newmarket, and they got to redo the center section. Is worn out where the center Draper belt is underneath of it. We're going to put a new one of them in and readjust the reel, because we're putting the longer new style fingers on her, and whatever else they find. I think a new hookup block, they said that one's bad, they're going to put that on, so she's going to be completely redone. I wanted to trade in for a newer model Draper, but Pop wanted to rebuild this one, so if we got them to do everything, it was going to be really expensive, but we're going to do most of it. We're going to save probably at least half, so I guess that's the way to go. I don't know. All right, so Bullwinkle and I just got all the old fingers off. There's the ones that we're putting on there. Now, these are John Deere. These are $11 and something a piece. These are Shoop right here, or Sloan. They're Sloan. And they're pretty much identical for $6. So, same length and everything. Same exact thing. $6 versus, I think they're 11, like $10.98 or something. So they're half price for the same exact damn thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get to it and start putting them all on. We'll get a row done, then I'll show you. But it does away where the other ones used to clamp in the center here. They had the spot and they would clamp. They always come undone. They would always come undone. Here's how they went, like this. Well, they always would come unsnapped, and the bean stalk would get caught in the middle and it would start to wrap. So we're doing away with them because they were all worn out anyway, and we're putting the new style fingers on. And of course we got to adjust the reel up, because we got her up a little bit. When she's all the way down, it'll cut them. So we got to get the reel adjusted up. And yeah, but we got a lot to do. It's 480 or something like that on here that we got to put on. We just took 480 off. We got to put 480 back on. So we got 2 rows on. It's not really that bad. It's already got monopoles. I got to go through and drill the top holes, which is really easy with the triangle bits. And then Bullwinkle comes behind me, puts them on, puts the bolt in, and tightens them up. Looking good. All right, good morning. It's day 2 of, look, Bullwinkle here. He showed up late this morning too. Yeah, he did. It's day 2 of putting the fingers on. So basically what we're doing is, here, I'll turn the camera around. They already have the monopoles in them. These are the same pipes that even come on the new ones. They're just stamped through the factory. So what we have to do is, they got the little, where's the thing at? So they already got the little insert there that goes up in the holes that are already there. So what I'm doing is just putting a hole in the top for this part to go down in. And then you put the bolt all the way through it that holds it through there and supports it. So everything's done except for this one and this one. So how many holes is it? What is it, 10 per thing?
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I'm putting 70 holes in, and then we're putting 70 things. So what's this? 2, 4, 6. What's 70 times 6? 420? Yeah, 420. So there's 420 fingers on here. And these right here were half price through Sloan instead of Deere, like I said. Come with the bolts, come in all the boxes. I think they come in packs of 10. Half price through Sloan. And we also got brand new guards. These guards right here are a little rounded. This is a brand new cutter bar, or a brand new knife, I should say. But these guards right here are worn out. And I never really paid attention to it, but they're rounded and you want them straight. So we got 3 boxes of brand new guards there. And I still got the other side of the knife we got to put in. This side right here was broke when we were cutting wheat, so we hurried up and replaced that. But all we got to do is just unbolt it from here, pull this section out, slide the new one in, and she'll be done. We're gonna send her up to Deere after we get done doing our part. The adjuster inside this belt is worn out really bad. And then this floor part right here is worn out. So they're gonna put a new floor in, a new adjuster in, and while they got it out, there's bearings on these 2 rollers. Get them to put the bearings in while it's there. I think they gotta adjust the reel, because when she's low, the new fingers that come down to here, it'll hit and cut them off. So I told them before they do anything, adjust the reel in case somebody accidentally turns it on. We're gonna take these stupid things right here off and put the little pointy things out, because these things right here are a pain in the ass. You don't need them on there. They're gonna check the barrel, the bearings on each side of the barrel while they got it. They're probably either going to replace them or just check them, make sure they're good. Just because she goes through a lot, so we got to make sure she's right. So we're saving some money by doing a lot of this ourselves, because they were going to do it, but it's nothing but time for us. We got time to do it. So, and Bullwinkle is a super great worker, and he works really hard, and he's always on time, even though he was late this morning. So I would like to I know they make a stainless piece that goes across that back all the way across. I would like to get that on her. It saves the belt wear and stuff dropping in there. But overall, she's going to be really good. He hadn't tightened her up yet. Once we get them tight, Bullwinkle has been able to get these fingers like really straight. I'm really proud of him. He's such a super duper job. But I'm glad we don't have them things in the middle anymore. That's where everything. I got to go down to Deere. I do got to get these today, because we got a couple of them that are really worn. Where's the one that's broke at? Ain't there one broke on here somewhere? There's a couple of them that are broke right in half somewhere. I don't know where they're at. It's on one of these anyway. But they're definitely wore out. So they got them in this morning. I got to pick them up. So he's going to tighten these up. I'm going to drink my coffee, because I got all the holes drilled. We got one more bar to go. Wait for him to get done and get started again, because he got up here all late. He's got all these damn women wanting to hang out with him all day. So that's just how it goes. 742 holes later, here's how they go on. Well, I'm going to show you. They click in there and you put the screw and it goes all the way through. Connects down here. You got like a ridge that the screw goes in. Here, Bullwinkle will give you an example. And then you just tighten her down. 742 later, we are done once he tightens them up. And I tell you what, if you want a good bit, go to Harbor Freight. That bit right there, still sharp, 742 holes through solid metal later. Harbor Freight. Those are the best bits, these triangle bits. I would never buy nothing else. Slice right through it. Hey, look at this. They want to look at you, Bullwiggle. Alright, so I'm down here at the deer store. And I guess that's the combine that goes with that head. Brand new X9. I have no idea how these farmers can buy $1 million combine around here. That is crazy. But it's nice if you can do it. That's a nice ass combine. I am at the Axis 112-day corn. Now we didn't put but 120 pounds of nitrogen on this corn, and I planted it at 38,000. I put it on a farm that stays wet. It seems like it's always wet, so I knew it was going to have moisture even in our drought that we had, 3 to 4 week drought. 112 day, 38,000 seeds to the acre. So, and I hate walking in corn, but we're gonna do it. One of these M ones look like before I get in there. Well, that looks pretty good so far. It's already starting to dent. It's a good size ear. We got some old sprayer tracks around here somewhere. 120 pounds is all we put on this. We ran out of manure and we were like, screw it. We'll just plant it and see what it does. I planted, the guy wanted me to plant, here's where I ran over a bunch coming in out of the field. The guy wanted me to plant 26,000. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So this will be the most profitable farm we got. That's a nice looking ear. Pretty good size ears for only 120 pounds to the acre. 38,000 seeds. I bumped her up big time, big time. Oh, I despise walking in this stuff. Now tell me that ain't good looking corn. That's another big, big ear. It's a little bare spot. I guess my planter must not have planted right in this one little section. Here's the rows that start going straight. Another nice looking. I mean, it's all the way down. But that goes to show you, if you have water, which, like I said, we didn't have water for 3 or 4 weeks. Sandhills got hurt, but I've looked at a lot of the other corn and it looks good. Other than sandhills are hurting us. But for this corn right here, this farm right here always stays wet. You can come out. We ripped it and turboed it. I planted in it, and it always stays wet. I mean, trying to get through here, some of it, when I came back to spray, and when I come back with the dry spreader, I put 100 pounds of nitrogen on and 20 pounds with the planter, and that's all we put on this farm. And I can't wait to see what it looks like when you get in here with the combine. Ugh, I hate walking through corn, but it looks good. I'm not going to walk the whole daggone field for you, but I mean, Look at them ears. Huge ears. Axis, 112 day, 38,000. They wanted me to plant 26. I said, no, I just can't do it. I don't want 150 bushel corn. I want 250 bushel corn. But it looks good all the way through. I think it does. And like I said, this farm always stays wet. So I think if it, just looking at it, the farm, when you drive through, looking at the ears at 38,000, the size of them, and we only put 120 pounds of nitrogen on, I believe this is going to be a most profitable farm. Spent the less on it, and the ground has something to do with it. It's that good black dirt. It's like the only farm. There's a little bit on the other farm that connects to this on the other side where I got 108 day where my brother got stuck several times, and that was dry. And remember, he got stuck twice. But it's like it just doesn't have a bump, and the roots can just go down that black soil. And that corn over there looks freaking awesome. But this farm right here is all black soil, and it just stays damp. It's surrounded by woods. I don't know if it can't get air to it or what, but it stays damp year round. I mean, year round. Very seldom do you come here unless we're in a major drought. And this is the farm last year when I was cutting 100 bushel soybeans. I think they ended up being like 89 for the whole farm, and that's with the deer damage and everything. So with the black soil and as damp as it stays, it grows a good crop. You do have deer damage around the ends, we're by the woods, but my buddy's got a farm in between us, and they really hammer that one. And then our other farm's on the other side, a bigger farm. But this seems to hold up, and as you can see, not a lot of nitrogen, but the farm stays damp. And at 38,000 with 120 pounds of nitrogen, it grows. It's growing an awesome crop. That's why this year I wanted to try this Axis seed. And I was like, well, most of the farms we have is really good ground, but certain fields have a sandhill in it. So I wanted to try something. This farm doesn't have a sandhill at all. So I wanted to put it somewhere where I knew if we had a drought, it was going to stay damp so I could see what it does. And doesn't mean I'm going to buy it again next year. I try everybody, 50, 60 acres each year. So next year I'll probably try a different seed company. I'd like to try some Becks, but we don't have Becks around here, but I would like to try some Becks. But I try different companies, 50 acres, because I got my standard seed, the decob, and the seed consultant that I knew was going to do good on the majority of the acres. But I like to try something on 50, 60 acres. I think this is 62 or 69 acres. And it's 38,000. So it'd be nice to get in here with the combine, and once we get cutting and just see what it does do. A lot of ditches on this farm, a lot of folding and unfolding the planter. It's a pain in the butt to plant, but it does grow a good crop, I'll admit. We probably would have put more nitrogen with manure on here, with all the stuff in it, but we just ran out and it was a little wet, so we were like, screw it, we didn't feel like waiting, so we went ahead and just planted. And then I come back and sprayed, and then when it got about, I don't know, shoulder high, chest high, I came back with the ESN, 100 pounds to the acre, and put it on, and it's held it. I mean, as you can see, it's nice looking corn. So not a lot of input, hopefully we get a lot of output. So that's the video for today. We've just been working on the head, Draper head. We finally got all the fingers on. I had to hook it up and put it up to the shop. It's too big to go in the shop, But we put it up to the shop tomorrow morning. It's 90 some degrees right now, so we stopped working for today because we got to be outside. So tomorrow we're going to put the new guards on, and I got some of the yellow plastic slide that goes underneath of the head. There's a couple of them that are bad, and we have to put the other side cutter bar on, so you'll see all that in the next video. And yeah, so 112 day, looks good. I'll end the video, but what I will do is I'll show you when I go down the road. We got the 6835 decob. That stuff looks really good. That is 34,000, 35,000 planted. I do have one field at 36 or 38, something like that. I have to look. That's a field in my farm that stays wet like this all the time. So fields like that, I'll bump the population up because I know it'll carry with the moisture. And so yeah. So anyway, like, subscribe, share, see you. As I'm just pulling out, so I'll show you down the road. Good looking corn. Like I said, it's surrounded by woods. But the deer damage isn't as bad as I thought. If you look down there, the corn's all the way up. All right, we're coming out of the woods. This is all the 6835. Nice looking corn. It's a lot taller in the center. It seems like always the inroad. First two inroads aren't as good. Need to come spray down this edge of the road. Nice looking corn. It is some pretty corn. I know the reflection on it. My buddy, he's got some pretty soybeans right here. Farms that and that. He's got the prettiest soybeans I think around. I bought a new case planter, and that thing really did a good job this year. Really did a good job. More decobs. Really pretty corn. Pretty cool. Need the rain. Most definitely. But for the most part, it's held up pretty good in the drought. All right, there you go.